ABC's Brian Ross on the scene in Boston. Good morning, Brian.
Well, good morning, George. Overnight, authorities told ABC News that 19-year-old Jahar Tsarnaev has now begun to answer questions from a special team of federal agents assigned to find out if there is an ongoing threat. But those important communications are only coming in writing because of serious wounds he suffered during the weekend's dramatic capture.
We have movement in the boat.
As police and federal agents closed in, after a resident reported there was a bloodied person hiding in his boat, a helicopter beamed back these remarkable thermal images of the outline of Tsarnaev's body.
He just sat up. He's moving, flailing about, quite a bit of movement.
The orders went out to do everything to capture the 19-year-old alive, even after an initial exchange of gunfire.
All units, he do not return fire.
A robotic arm moved in to tear off the covering on the boat.
If they're able to successfully rip that off, he'll be fully exposed, okay?
And then agents used flashbang stun grenades to disorient the accused bomber. The remainder of the boat's cover ripped to shreds. Tsarnaev had apparently been injured in a gunfight with police the night before and appeared weak. After 25 minutes, FBI agents persuaded him to surrender, and he meekly pulled up his shirt to show officers that he was not wearing a suicide vest.
The suspect in custody.
As Tsarnaev was raced to a hospital barely alive, the cheers went up down the street and across the country, even as troubling questions about him and his older brother remained unanswered, about whether a threat still remained, about their motive.
Why did young men who grew up and studied here as part of our communities and our country resort to such violence?
Nowhere were there more questions than the nearby college campus, where the 19-year-old Tsarnaev was known only as just another pot-smoking student.
He didn't seem like a bad guy. He was a little bit of a druggie.
Students said they actually saw Tsarnaev back on campus the day after the bombing.
Literally, when I seen him, he was just regular. He just walked past me. We had a brief conversation, and then I asked him for a ride home, and he told me, yeah.
Another friend even asked him about the bombing.
I talked to him legit about the bombing, and he was just like, yeah, man, tragedies happen all the time.
The night after the bombing, Tsarnaev tweeted, "I'm a stress-free kind of guy," as if nothing at all had happened. Federal authorities say they expect to file formal criminal charges today, including counts that could lead to the death penalty, but that the ultimate decision about seeking the death penalty will be left to the Attorney General, Eric Holder.